tonight's protest following a leaked Supreme Court opinion on Roe versus Wade.
What Austin teachers are demanding as the cost of living rises.
And a new professional sports team has arrived in the state capitol. Reporting Texas TV starts now. Good evening, I'm Jaxie Pigeon.
And I'm Megan Fee. Thank you for joining us tonight.
For days, protests over the fate of abortion rights in the U.S. continue after a leaked Supreme Court draft opinion.
The draft published by Politico on Monday shows the Supreme Court's intention to overturn the 1973 landmark case, Roe versus Wade. A case that has guaranteed constitutional protections for abortion for almost 50 years. If overturned, the states would decide whether to restrict or ban abortion. On Tuesday, the Supreme Court confirmed the authenticity of the draft, but said it does not represent a final decision. That could come within the next 2 months. Today, the war on Ukraine shifted as Russian forces took over Mariupol. Russia has been targeting the steel plant where residents and soldiers have been sheltering. Ukrainian soldiers say that the fighting has taken a heavy toll.
Russians will destroy everything with artillery and mortars. They destroy with aircraft, they use helicopters. They're just wiping everything off the face of the earth, so there's nothing left to hang on to.
Russia's military is looking to claim a win ahead of Monday's Victory Day celebration.
As the war in Ukraine rages on, many Ukrainians are seeking asylum in safer countries.
Reporting Texas's Jennifer Errico joins us tonight with a new story about Ukrainian refugees fleeing their country and coming to Texas.
Now, Jennifer, you have seen several direct sources describing the war. Can you tell us a little bit about their firsthand experiences?
Honestly, it's been a literal hell. In each account, my sources are experiencing loss of loved ones, fear of the unknown, but yet pride for their country as they keep fighting each day. Most have fled to Western Ukraine as Russia turns its attack on the east. And have learned to live in a quote-unquote ordinary society among the sirens and bombs. The silence, they said, is what they fear.
Why do you think so many people are seeking asylum in Texas?
Well, there are 5 million Ukrainian refugees at the moment, and they are seeking asylum in any nation that will take them. Most have fled to Austria, Poland, and Slovakia. Yet one of my sources, Diana, has had a unique opportunity. She attended high school in Klein, Texas in 2014 as a foreign exchange student. The family that hosted her has offered up their home to now host her sister. Her sister will come in July and attend high school in Klein and to provide long-term stability and security. So that is why they have picked Texas.
And why do you think most Europeans think the war is far from over?
Well, the scars from World War II have been reopened. History feels like it's repeating itself, especially to those who were oppressed back then.
Jennifer, thank you so much for joining us. Remember, you can find her story on reportingtexas.com.
With the city's rising cost of living, teachers and staff of the Austin Independent School District want to see some changes. Eniola Langay joins us live in the studio to tell us more.
Thank you, Jaxie. I attended the At What Cost rally to find out what the group is demanding.
We're here because we are facing a crisis that the people upstairs do not want to acknowledge.
Members of Education Austin rallied in front of AISD headquarters, demanding pay raises, more planning time, a $1,000 stipend for attending reading academies, and other changes.
2% pay raise for teachers only. It's not even enough. And then they're not paying counselors, librarians, and other contracted personnel. It's not enough. It's ridiculous.
The parents, teachers, and students here are very concerned for the ripple effect of these issues on educational quality.
They are struggling with teaching 2 to 3 grades right now, which is unacceptable. It's unacceptable for our children, for our students, unacceptable for the teachers.
With over 50 teachers and staff leaving in the last week of March, experts say AISD leadership needs to make some changes.
The number one reason why teachers leave the profession isn't because of pay or isn't because of issues inside the classrooms with parents. It's actually for lack of support from leaders within their school building and from the district level.
We understand that elementary classroom teachers need planning, but at what cost?
Eva Aguilara is a mother with a child on the autism spectrum and says she wants to show her support.
Why should a teacher have to go home and figure things out at home without getting paid extra? That's not fair.
Following testimony given by teachers and staff, AISD's board is expected to make budget decisions come June. In Austin, Eniola Lunge, reporting Texas TV.
For more information on the details of Education Austin's demands, check out this story on reportingtexas.com.
After the break, we'll tell you why local baristas are demanding change and what it means for your morning coffee run.
Also, how the UT community remembers its beloved furry friend.
There's just something special about this place. It feels like home, a living room under the sky and trees. The fresh air and the vast expanse of green, all here for us to enjoy and to care for. We have a responsibility to look after this earth we call home, to preserve it for generations to come. Every small action contributes to a bigger change, and every one of us can make a difference. The forest feels like home, a place where memories are made. And together, we can preserve and protect it.
We want to be that safe space for each other for the rest of our lives.
She protects me, I protect her. We are officially going to start a family. We will protect them from anything. I'm in the fire department and I'm in the National Guard.
Hacking out for drill. I was tasked to administer the vaccine in Oxford, so I saw firsthand what we were dealing with. We decided to approach the vaccine with openness. A lot of questions were asked. When the vaccine was available to us, we were able to get it.
Her mom is very immune compromised.
We've not lost anyone close to us from COVID. I really think so much of that is due to the vaccine. I don't know what would have happened if my mom would have gotten COVID. I'm glad I don't know.
I got the vaccine for others. I was worried about passing it on.
People are worried about the vaccine and what effects that might have later. I'm worried about living in the time that I have right now. I want to enjoy my mom and my grandparents while they are here. This time right now is precious to me.
The first Starbucks in Austin to vote in favor of forming a union gathered on Saturday with the community.
It was in an effort to stop what they say is union busting at their store. Stephanie Molina joins us live in the studio with more information.
Starbucks baristas on 24th and West Street held a public solidarity demonstration to try to stop what they say are unfair labor practices and union busting tactics at their store.
When workers' rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that!
UT student Amanda Garcia works as a Starbucks barista on 24th and West Street. After she and her co-workers declared wanting to unionize, she says their management's behavior started to change.
And we are being analyzed under microscope. It's like this, a lot of surveillance has been going on. Even if it's not like directly, they are yelling at us or being like, oh, this and this and this, and they're getting everybody for dress code. It's a lot of like stress that it puts on the store.
Workers spoke about the new late policy and shortened hours in order to make them quit. Some say it is now affecting their personal life.
I've only been getting like 4 hours a week, which doesn't give me enough access to my benefits and doesn't give me the hours that I need to pay for my rent and stuff like that.
Workers say they need a union because they're stretched thin by more work and less help.
We need the people, we need the hours, we need the wages to make this enterprise function because you cannot run on empty.
People are showing their support by ordering an item under Union Strong or Union Yes through the mobile app. Many supporters joined the protest to let their baristas know they are with them.
They're stepping up and doing it and hopefully setting a standard across the entire service sector, especially with coffee store workers, where oftentimes we're the first people that you will see in the morning.
On Monday afternoon, Starbucks had a statement on their website about the union votes and protests. By Tuesday morning, the statement had changed to, "We will build a better experience working side by side than by sitting across the negotiating table." However, these Starbucks baristas are not giving up and hope to gain more public support.
Even if they try to union bust, it's not going to work.
Stand up, fight back!
About 250 Starbucks have filed to form a union and 47 have fully unionized nationwide. To know more information about this store's efforts, read the story at reportingtexas.com.
Sunday marked the one-year anniversary of the reinstatement of Austin's public camping ban. APD reported 242 citations and 1 arrest this year, and as a result, fewer tents are visible downtown. But Mayor Steve Adler says this makes it more difficult to help people experiencing homelessness.
Some of the people that really need our help are now back to hiding in the woods and in the streams and in the greenbelt, and they are harder to find.
Despite less visibility, Austin Echo reports that homelessness is still on the rise.
The city of Austin is eligible to receive $11.4 million to help the homeless. The money is coming from a federal program called Home American Rescue Plan. Before any of the money can be used, they need the public's input. You can let the city know what you think by going online to check out the draft plan. The comment period is open from now until June 10th.
UT campus cat Domino died on Tuesday at the age of 13 after spending over a month in foster care. Cats of West Campus, the organization that looked after Domino's health, says he was put down after developing cancer. A memorial service was held on Wednesday, and a petition is circulating asking UT administration to post a permanent memorial in front of the FAC.
Things are heating up in Austin. Stay with us to find out just how high the temps will climb this weekend.
And later, Texas baseball falls out of the top 25 for the first time this season.
CJ, the CEO of CJ's Produce. I'm the muscle, she's the brains.
It works.
My great-grandfather has owned the Brantley Estate since the early 1950s. It has stayed in our family, and we're trying to make him proud.
We had plenty of food and love, and that's what got us where we are today.
Mama Tia is my grandmother. She was actually the first in the family to get vaccinated. I was afraid. Leslie was going to get the shot. I came up with every excuse anybody else would say. My grandmother got her shot. When I saw how strong she was, it was like, I'm a healthy young man. Why can't I?
Did I have reservations? Absolutely. But doing your research, weighing the options of what works best for you, getting the vaccination is helping your fellow brethren, regardless of how you may disagree with them.
CJ has been the motivation for a lot of things. He needs his father there to show him how to become a man. So I am fully vaccinated. I have somebody counting on me, so we made the leap.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantori here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
Skies have been stormy these last couple of days as the semester draws to a close.
Jake Herman is here with us to give us the latest on some severe weather in the area.
Yeah, with a big storm front passing through this afternoon, a tornado watch is in effect until 6 tonight. Let's take a look outside for an update. This was taken just a few minutes ago, sort of the calm before the storm out on campus, but some winds are really starting to pick up. There's a real ominous feel. I just looked outside and it looks like the sky's about to open up. Over the next couple hours, we should see some pretty severe thunderstorms in the area, more than an inch of rain expected to fall in a span of just about 2 hours. Now, we could see some hail falling as well, so be prepared to take some shelter if you need to. Build in some extra time for that extra commute home today, especially if you're celebrating Cinco de Mayo. Now, those storms should be out of here by sunset as we cool down into the 60s, but it'll still feel a little humid and sticky throughout tomorrow and the weekend. That's a theme we're going to get used to throughout next week. Temperatures are climbing up. It is going to be the hottest, muggiest week we've had of the year so far. Temperatures are going to get right up close to triple digits in the high 90s every day pretty consistently. But the good news, plenty of sunshine throughout the weekend and into next week. So after the rain gets out of the way today, we'll have a lot of sun going forward. And guys, I don't know if you've already taken those graduation pics. I know that this is the last day of classes for many of us, but water, sunscreen, because it's going to be hot next week to take those pictures.
Absolutely. Thankfully, I've already gotten my photos taken, but I am supposed to head out on the water on Lake Austin tonight, so crossing my fingers that it doesn't rain.
We're going to have to hope it's not raining.
Let's hope not.
Like, stay dry, but then jump in when you get there.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
Might already be wet.
Yeah, there you go.
Jake, what are your weekend plans?
I mean, I was hoping to get outside as well, but hopefully it's not too hot.
We love to hear it. All right, well, hope it stays dry out there. And coming up, we're going to introduce you to Austin's newest professional sports team.
Plus, everything you need to know to get ready for graduation weekend.
They win.
Wondering what happens to the plastic you put in your blue card? When you recycle at home, we take your recyclables to a sorting facility. That facility sells them to other companies that turn them into new products. This America Recycles Day, keep Austin recycling.
My father instilled in me the commitment to hard work. He came to this country as a farm worker. He worked with strawberries and then in cabinetry. My parents are from Michoacan, Mexico. I grew up Catholic and we would go to church and baseball and we go to work. Everything means something. Nothing easy. I am a product of opportunity. For me, opportunity was football. We can maximize whatever life we want to have for ourselves. It's a privilege to be in a country where the vaccine is provided free. They're not going to charge you early on. My mother and my father had COVID. I'm checking in on them every day. There was a lot of buzz because of the vaccine. In order to stay safe, be around our players and my family, this is what I need to do. After I got the vaccine, I got a workout in. I may not be anybody in this world, but when people have an interaction with me, I'll provide them with the best that I can. Maya is 5 years old. We coach her. Others are important. Believe in health and loving other people. That's what we do.
Welcome back. I'm Bryn Hirschfeld, and we're going to take a look at what's happening in the world of sports. A new professional sports team is making a home in Austin. Kevin Malcolm Jr. was at the team's community celebration.
The Austin Gamblers are a professional bull riding team that will compete in the inaugural season of the Professional Bull Riding Team Series this fall. JJ Gotch is the CEO and says Austin needs a part in the 8-team league that features another Texas franchise in Fort Worth.
Be able to bring the PBR, the new PBR Team Series, and the Austin Gamblers here to the capital city, we couldn't be more excited.
The Gamblers have the first pick in the upcoming draft on May 23rd, where they will bring in 5 of their 10 riders. The rest of the team will be selected in June. The PBR 2019 Rookie of the Year, Dalton Castle, is from Muleshoe, a small town outside of Lubbock, and is hoping to be one of those riders.
Oh yeah, I love Austin, I love Texas, and so I'm always rooting for a Texas team.
In July, the Gamblers will represent Austin as the first team to compete in the new Moody Center.
And they're hoping that the team can hang on here in Austin for a little longer than it takes for one of those bull rides.
Says we don't want to just try to build this thing for the first year. We want it to be 3, 5, 10, 15, 25-year plan, so where we build generations of fans for the Austin Gamblers.
With the success of Austin FC, Gotch says the Austin sports fans are ready for more. Blaze Bayberry II checked out the community celebration with his dad and has been inspired to start riding bulls.
I think little kids and everyone can look at them not just for bull riding, but anything else.
Since 1992, the PBR has brought in millions of dollars and fans to cities across the country with events in Tulsa and Sioux Falls, and they are looking to do it again in Austin.
And we hope as many fans join us on this ride.
In Austin, Kevin Malcolm Jr. reporting Texas TV.
You can stay connected to your favorite team and find out when to buy tickets for the bull riding events here in Austin. We have a link with this story at reportingtexas.com. Texas football made NFL draft history for all of the wrong reasons this week. For just the second time since 1938, 0 Longhorns were selected in the NFL draft. The only other year this has happened was 2014. However, 6 former Texas players will have a chance to fight for roster spots after being signed as undrafted free agents. That group includes kicker Cameron Dicker, who joins the defending champion LA Rams. It was a tough weekend for Texas baseball fans as the Oklahoma State Cowboys swept the Longhorns in a 10-8 loss on Sunday. Texas started the game strong with a 7-0 lead with 3 homers in the second inning, but the Cowboys answered with 10 runs in the 7th inning, ending the series. Head coach David Pierce thinks the team needs a break.
I think sometimes they just want it so bad they don't know how to get there, and so maybe they just need to clear their minds and get away for 24 hours.
This loss pushed the Longhorns out of the top 25 teams in the country. The Longhorns went on to win 13-3 against Houston Baptist University on Tuesday. Man, it was a really disappointing game against OSU, and it is going to be a hard climb back up into the rankings.
Yeah, it was 3 straight losses, series sweep by Oklahoma State there, especially when you're up and you give up 7 runs in a singular inning, then you're not doing very well. Texas baseball needs to come back up. Going from the #1 spot to out of the top 25, that is impressive, like you said, in the wrong ways.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Hopefully they can grab a win in their next series with West Virginia. But Bryn, thank you so much for that sports report. As we wrap up our last week of classes on the 40 acres, find out when and where you can celebrate the class of 2022.
And stick with us to bid farewell to our graduating seniors.
You can help defend this community from COVID-19. Help us put the mask in mascot.
Protect this house.
Wash your hands, wear a mask, and watch your distance.
6 feet apart, oh yeah.
Next month I'll be 9.
I'm going to the big game.
I'm getting married soon.
But sadly, they may never see these milestones. At least one person has died every single day on Texas roads since 2000. Every day.
A child.
A parent.
A spouse.
Doesn't come home. When you drive today, stay focused, obey laws, drive responsibly, end the streak of daily deaths.
You can do it, Texas. Let's end the streak.
As we open up businesses and begin rebuilding dreams here in Austin, let's also open up a new day of listening and mutual respect. That while we are all different, there is an us in Austin. And today, our local business owners, our hospitals, and our neighbors need us to wear a mask. A mask on each of us is a win for all of us. Let's be that city of us.
Many of Austin's families have been financially impacted by COVID-19, making it difficult to pay rent. The City of Austin Rent Assistance Program is for Austin renters with low income who've been affected by COVID-19 and cannot pay their rent. The program's been greatly improved. It now offers more assistance for those who need help paying their rent. Now is the time to apply. We are here to help you.
Moody College's graduation ceremony is being held this year at the Eder Harbin Alumni Center on Friday, May 20th. Here is a breakdown of the commencement times. Detailed arrival, check-in, and day of event information will be sent via email to eligible students. The university-wide commencement will be held Saturday, May 21st at 7:30 p.m. in the Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium.
And it's a bittersweet goodbye to all of our Longhorn seniors who have been a part of Reporting Texas TV.
Here are our graduating seniors. We wish them the best. It's so great to have everybody here with us. Jaxie and I are so sad that we're going to be ending our journalism careers at UT right now, but there is a big future ahead of us for all of us, and especially we're going into TV as well. So we're excited to be on the big screen for real in a few months.
And bittersweet indeed it was. It's so crazy to believe that this is our last college class ever. I'm so grateful for Dr. Kate, for Robert, David for putting on this show. And helping us throughout the way. It's been such an amazing educational journey. I've made some of my closest friends here. We got Megan.
Oh my gosh, Jaxie, make me cry.
And all, it's just been such an amazing experience. Hook 'em forever.
Yep, exactly.
I will never forget this place and all these people.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah, ditto to all of that. Thank you to everybody who's helped make this show and this class possible. It's been such a pleasure. And also to the entire Moody College of Communication. It has made these past 4 years the best of my whole life. And hook 'em forever is right.
Hook 'em!
Oh my gosh. It's gonna make me emotional.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight on Reporting Texas TV.
If you would like to check out any of our stories or our newscast, please visit reportingtexas.com and have a great night, Austin.